So today is February 22nd, and I have been talking about, these people giving stones in my mouth, in my food, ever since past October, November 2022. That is what all these are new type of targeting that they've started with me. And like I said, for the targeting, these people use witchcraft, right? And in witchcraft, you can do anything. You can even put stones in somebody's food, and I will magically have all these poltergeist activity in my house. It's witchcraft. These people can make things appear even in my kitchen, in my fridge. Make something go bad, or they can do anything with witchcraft. And I had seen Fear Files in India. It is an Indian show, but I'd seen here in US where somebody had done black magic on this person, and how she started to get poking needle pains in her stomach when somebody used to poke pins in this voodoo doll, and the victim used to get so much of shooting needle pain in her tummy that she used to bend while she was walking, and she used to scream, and it was very painful. Then once another lady was eating with her son, and suddenly all the stones starts to appear in her food only, and the boy could actually see the demon sitting right next to him, on the dining table. So she tells her he tells his mother that it is this demon who is placing these stones in your food. And the mother could not see that demon, but the boy was able to see. So that was all part of witchcraft, the black magic in reality that was going on. And that is what I'm saying. Even you read montauk.net guy, website, he talks about all these OECs. He calls OECs these jinn and demons and all these interdimensional negative entities. And he wants to create a line between alien and jinn and demons, but there is no line. There are no aliens. Aliens are nothing but jinn and demons, and whoever these negative entities that they invoke. So even he's confirming that they are working on alien agenda. Alien agenda is nothing but jinn, demon, and Lucifer agenda. Okay, and they are targeting these targeted individuals because we have this some kind of source energy. We are the source consciousness, and that makes them to be targeted by the soulless who needs source energy. So by doing this continuous torture on us, they need to have source energy. So even today, like you can see here, they gave me this razor sharp cut right here. You can see that right here, they gave me the razor sharp cut today, and it started to pain. And I was out with my friend, I and my hubby, we were out with one of our friend, and whatever, even if I was saying something, they will start giving me electric shock on my right head. Oh, don't say like this, or don't do that, or whatever, for every single thing, like they want to control, right? And so I don't know why exactly they gave me this. And it was when I was in my car, and I noticed this. And anything on the right side of the thumb means, yeah, good, or like good in the sense like, yeah, you got it right, like thumbs up, I guess that's what it means. So today, first when I went to make the lentil, I was still soaking the lentils. Okay, I was washing it with water, and these people, right when I was about to pressure cook it, they started to play the advertisement of Spectrum. So I knew these people already wanted to make issue about Spectrum. Then, like I said, in so many times, my very first stones that they placed in my food was when I used to eat noodles. Whenever they want to make issue about noodles, right? So they either give poking needle pains or put stone only in my food. And I have chew on so many stones, but those are very small stones that they will give me, that I can bite on it, but I can feel the crunchiness. I can tell from the crunchiness or the sound it makes that it was a stone. And when I try to 2-3 times it happened that I was able to take it out from my mouth, but a lot of times it kind of just disappears, from after that one bite, it absolutely disappears. So I don't know if it's actually disappearing from my mouth, or it is getting mixed up with my food and then it's going down my tummy. I'm not sure. But even with the noodles they made issue, or with pasta, or with even the lentils I used to cook for myself when my in-laws were here. I used to cook the lentils and rice together with all the veggies and all. Even for that they wanted to make issue. It was only for myself I used to cook, and because I used to cook separate for my in-laws and my hubby. So, and I used to have just one meal a day for that whenever my in-laws were here. So even for that thing these people wanted to make issue and not let me eat my food. So that was so much of food deprivation. And so today I was after my lentil soup was ready, I was just tasting it, and like I said, so many times these people have made issue about lemon juice, right? And lemon juice is the last thing I have to squeeze inside the lentil soup. So while I was squeezing they did nothing, but then when I tasted I'm like, okay, the salt is less. So here I'm adding the salt in the pan in that lentil soup. I have still not tasted, but before I added the salt I actually tasted it, and then I figured the salt is less. So here I take the bottle from right hand, I took the bottle, and with the left hand I was holding the spoon with the lentil soup. So I was still tasting it, and I tasted, and I'm like, immediately they placed stone in my soup, okay, in the lentil soup. Where did it go? Wow, did they just made it disappear or what? So I just brought this glass out to even show you guys the stone, and I hope they did not make it disappear, because I really wanted to show the stone, because it's right here, okay? I'm gonna show this stone that they placed in my mouth. I had to take this stone out of my mouth, and I kept it in. You can see that little thing? That is the stone that appeared in my mouth. Now I want to make sure that it's not salt, so I warmed this water in microwave, and I kept this thing inside this water for almost, it's like half an hour, and still it's not dissolved. So you know this is not salt. Okay, I took this out of my mouth. I'll take it out, and I'm filling it. You see that how, and this is not salt. I tasted it. It's not sugar, it's not salt. I'm gonna put it back in my mouth and see what happens. No, it doesn't taste, I just tasted it. It doesn't taste anything like salt or sugar, and I can literally feel the stone. So this is what they do with the witchcrafts. These kind of stones they have given me in my mouth, because now they want to make issue about the lentil soup. Or either they want to make issue about the lemon that they have always made. Oh, you don't squeeze lemon, you don't use this lemon. Or they want to make issue about the entire, because I always add my lemon, salt, and the jaggery that I always add in this lentil soup. I always adjust it at the end. Because after it is boiled, then that is when, you know, the spices gets properly mixed, and that is when I get the actual idea, you know, of how much more to add and all that. So but for that they had to make so much issues. Either they wanted to make issue about salt or the lemon juice, I'm not sure. But even initially, before even I started cooking, they wanted to make issue about this particular thing, so they played the Spectrum advertisement, okay? But this is the kind of physical and mental torture that they give me. Here you can see the cut. You see that how, and they just finished giving me cut. I had shown you how they gave me cut here, how they had given me cut, was it here? Yeah, and then they had given me cut here. Let me see if this is not healed, but I've already taken the videos. It is right here, this cut, but it is healed right now. So because it has been few days, but you can see that little cut over there, okay? And of course all these nail, you see all these are not normal. This is from witchcraft, all these cuts here, because there is nothing that will give these kind of dents here, okay? And these dents, because I use the cuticle, you see how after a few days, like I have all these stuff, and I want to remove the cuticles from the side, and so that particular thing is like, scraping it. So this is like kind of somebody like scraped with that same scraper, but I didn't do it. So who did it? Obviously it's this from the witchcraft, these people are doing it. And of course even here they had given me a cut, and so they have given me so many cuts even on my fingers, and they had totally stopped giving me cuts from ever since I started watching Almas Jacob's video from October 2021 till this till now. What is this, February? So they almost started from December, January onwards, when I started to speak about how they had stopped giving me, and so that is when they again started to give me these cuts, or else they had totally stopped giving me these razor sharp cuts on my body. And then yeah, so today I was at like I said, they gave me electric shocks here and there, even like when I was cutting the vegetable to make this Indian food. They here and there, they kept giving me electric shocks, and shooting a little pain in my rectum. They just, like I said, they want to make an issue about anything. So basically they want to have my source energy, because I have the energy. So all these energies has to come from this physical and mental torture they give me. That is the only way they're Lucifer. Or I like I said, this montauk.net guy also says that if the interdimensional entities want to manifest themselves, or even to have all these poltergeist activity in your house, they need all these energies, and these energies has to come from somewhere. So it is coming right from the targeting of these of the star seeds, and this is what Darlington Moses is talking about. But the montauk.net guy is exposing more and more about these alien agenda. They call it alien agenda, and that is exactly what Dr. Richard Boylan is talking about when he's saying that, there's a Delta Force in Area 51 who is there to do Operation Stargazer, to watch on starseeds, to target them, and to torture them via directed energy weapons, microwave weapons, or other psychic abilities, or other psychic force. They want to countervail our psychic force, and they want to, and this is exactly what Stephen Greer talks about, that they are anybody coming in contact with these aliens basically jinn and demons, whatever, UFOs, and I've seen a real UFO, so that's different from that is probably military aircraft. The actual UFO that I saw, it has nothing to do with whatever UFOs people think about extraterrestrial. But anyways, so Dr. Richard Boylan also, Stephen Greer also said that how these individuals are targeted and tortured physically, mentally, and sexually. And like I said, even today they give me very subtle, very slight sexual seduction kind of thing in the morning. It was very light. They didn't do much. Yesterday they gave me, remember how I told you that they made so much issue about that container, the lid thing where there was little fungus, and now you can see the revving of the engine going on as I'm speaking all this. Star seeds, physical, mental, and sexual energy, all this torture I'm talking about. So anyways, now yesterday, like I said, I uploaded that video where they made so much issue about that that container that had the little fungus, where I had already washed, but they wanted to make issue. No, you wash little more. So right where the container was, they had a cockroach come, and that cockroach left. So even the cockroach, like Billy Crone pastor said, that wherever the witchcraft is done, and like I said, he himself said there are 300 witches in the at one military base. So you would imagine what are these witches doing in these military bases, right? So he himself was into witchcraft, because he's the Illuminati guy, and all these Freemasonic and Illuminati people, they are nothing but Satan worshippers, and they need to target, torture, sabotage, lie, and probably this is what he's doing even when he's preaching Jesus Christ Bible and all that. He's definitely lying, because once you are part of Illuminati, you cannot get out of it. There is no way. And I don't think so he would be at a very low level Freemason or something. I don't think so, if he was into so much of witchcraft and all that. And then he said, oh, I left all that. But I'll definitely give to all these people like Almas Jacob, that Billy Crone pastor and all that, that at least they are exposing the truth. Although they are part of Illuminati, I'll definitely give them that they are exposing the truth. Because any person who really is on the good side and who doesn't want this evil to go, they will expose my targeting. But obviously when I contacted these people, they don't want to expose it. It's obvious that they are part of the Satanist group. So what is the ultimate goal of this cabal, the Satanist, the Illuminati Freemasonic cabal, is to either terminate the starseeds so that we kill ourselves. That is called suicide. That is the ultimate goal. And so they continuously torture us like this: physical, mental, electric shock, shooting needle pains, rectum, abdomen, armpit. Oh, they also gave me shooting needle pain in my armpit, on the right side of my armpit. And every time I put the earbuds in my ears, the very first thing torture they give me is the click on the right side of the earbud. And then within 1 to 2 hours, they will just drain out the battery. And yesterday what happened was, they drained out the battery of the right side of my earbud. So it is not supposed to start. If a battery is drained on a device, it should not be able to start. But after a while, if I start I turn it back on without putting in the charger case, it will continue for another half an hour or 45 minutes, whatever. And then they will again shut it down. Then again, within few minutes, I have to again start, turn it back on manually. And then again, it will go on for another half an hour, 45 minutes, whatever, 1 hour. And this is exactly what I had to do today. They turned it off and I had to turn it back on. So you see that it is them who are draining out the battery on purpose, or they are turning it off on purpose. They are doing something on the right side of and I told you how they target anything on the right side means you don't do this or you don't do that, okay? And that is why all of this comes from the right side. Now, like I said, so yesterday they wanted to make so much issue about that lid, right? They gave me first some electric shock while I'm washing. Then they had cockroach plagues. Then I had to wash all my mats. Then they drained out the battery to say, oh, you don't mix the sheets with the kitchen towels. Then they gave me then they didn't do anything. But what happened was, I already placed the lid back in its drawer, but the container which I washed, now they want to still make issue the very next day. So whoever the watcher was next day, they were giving me very subtle things. So he was not as evil, I would say, as who was seated on the ex-FBI agent Gerald Sosby. Basically, he's the cockroach guy, right? Now, when I took that container from the drying rack, they immediately gave me shooting needle pain in my rectum. You see how exactly at the same time they are doing this cockroach activity or shooting needle pain or electric shock or raving of the engine or ambulance siren, or even the email I showed you, how they immediately send me very next day early morning, they send me the email about healthcare, right? Health, student health and all that. It was a spam email, but it is all in coordination, or the organized crime that I talk about. This is exactly, look, this is what they do. They don't care if I've already took so many stones in it's in my tummy, because now they want to make issue about noodles and pasta or some lentil soup or even the healthy stuff that I cook, but they want to make issue. Even yesterday I was eating it was a boiled stuff that I had made. It's like a spongy cake kind of thing, but it's salty. It's not sugar. It's not sweet. It's an Indian dish I'd made for dinner, and my hubby loved it. I loved it. It turned out really good, but even I felt very subtle stones inside my food, and this has become like a norm. So tomorrow, if I will have real stones in my kidney or somewhere, I wouldn't be surprised, because it's coming from their witchcraft. You see it right there. It's coming, and this was in the water for, like I said, half an hour. Where did it go? Right there. You see, it's right there. So it's not even melting. So you know that it's definitely not sugar. So their main agenda is either to kill, to have us terminate ourselves, that is called suicide, or, and now the raving has started. Now somebody from that side is continuously raving while I'm making this video. They are not doing too much, not too hard, but they are continuously raving. It's going on. See, look. Now, because I said raving, they want to show. So let's go and see if they want to show. So let's go and record it, because he wants to show. He's, you know, he's getting that. Look. Yeah, thank you. I'm coming. Don't worry. You can do it more. We can have this on record, since you are so much. Don't stop now. I'm coming. You. I thought you wanted it to get record, right? So anyway, or they want the starseeds to join them. Now, what is called joining? Joining is nothing but to make a pact with Lucifer, or to join the hands with the Antichrist, or whatever. It's basically the Luciferian agenda. So it's somebody from this side, okay? He's continuously raving. Now, because they know that I'm coming here, they stopped. Now, I don't see anybody in the boat. All these boats, I don't see anybody on the boat. So it is obviously some car engine or motorcycle engine, okay? But somebody from that area is doing it. Oh, let's see. There's a there was a turtle. So these are the kind of continuously, you know, so to make me feel guilty about everything, to make this mental, physical torture, to leach out so much of my energy. And that is what I was noticing, that for so many years that I was not able to understand these people's agenda. I had sleepless nights. Even yesterday they gave me virtual reality dream, and so many times if I'm thinking something, yesterday literally 4 to 5 times these people had at different times, not at once, at different times, like say at 1 o'clock, then at 3 o'clock, then at 4 o'clock, then at 5 o'clock, they had these ambulance and fire truck sirens after sirens come. And so but they do it at my particular thought. So they wanted to make issue about whatever I was thinking, or I was singing song or whatever, you know. I was still half asleep, and still, you know, I would wake up a little bit. I might be just thinking something, and they would start these sirens within 3-4 minutes. So it was weird. Well, it's not weird. Now we know that they do it at a particular time. So this is how they mess my sleep. They've been messing up my sleep. So even I was looking at my own skin and how everything got wrinkled on my face, how I have grown so thin from these kind of food deprivation programming, slave programming, to make me feel guilty about everything, you know, whatever I cook, or even if it turns out so good, these people want to make issue about something. Like I said, they want to make issue about lemon juice. Now he again started because I came here. Somebody's bike is on. He's not raving. Engine is on. He's right there in that area. Right, he's right there in that area. And he's just waiting that the moment I go inside, then he will rev up his engine real loud. So, yeah, like I said, the main target is to round up the starseeds who can cause the cabal trouble. And you would wonder why are these UFO or Satanists or Lucifer is so much afraid of starseeds. Why do they want to control us so much? So one reason is the source energy, that they are gaining the source energy from this continuous torture and all that. Other thing could be that we are the so pure souls that they probably require some kind of sacrifice for, from the pure souls. But it has to be a willing sacrifice. They've shown all this in their show, Netflix show, or Devil in Ohio, right? It's the Illuminati movie. They are showing their own cult, and that is what they are depicting in the Knock at the Cabin. Oh, you're talking about the suicide cult, and they exactly show the same thing for apocalypse. It always the Illuminati and Hollywood has to do only with the Bible, everything that's in Bible. So they always want to show something related to that. So they are showing there is a 4 horsemen of the apocalypse, and so they even killing, violently killing them, and then they talk about suicide cult, but then they say a sentence that, oh, are you talking about some mind control programs that government is running? But he tries to make a mockery of that. You know how people make mockery about tinfoil hat people? It's just like that. The way he said is trying to make mockery as if that does not exist. The way he's portraying, but that's wrong. It is exactly the opposite. But this is the way they try to put it out, to trying to make mockery out of the reality. But in that, they also show that how there are suicide cults, and so that is nothing but Freemasons and Illuminati. Then they show that how they kill their own people, the suicide cult people, and that is exactly what is written in Ralph Epperson's New World Order book, where he's exposing how when these Freemasons who go into the lodge or join the brotherhood, whatever, they take the oath to kill, to sabotage, to lie, to even commit suicide if needed. So that is your suicide cult. Freemasonic people are nothing but suicide cult. And yes, they do kill people, they do sabotage, they do lie, because that is the oath they take. Okay, now so they are showing all this in the movie. And even just I watched that Ant-Man movie where they always show these multiple verses and quantum this and quantum that. And so basically this Ant-Man, the human being, now goes into this underworld, okay, where the Lucifer is, so-called Lucifer, okay. And they are showing that, oh, they are now killing Lucifer and his entire empire. And this Lucifer is the one who has all the knowledge, who has so much advanced technology, and that he has made all this empire. So basically it's the same concept that Almas Jacob says, that is these very jinn and demons, Lucifer, who has given all the technologies to these Area 51 military people, CIA people, whoever, right? And that is what Aleister Crowley said, that today they call us jinn and demons, tomorrow they will call us something else. When he summoned that demon, the demon himself said this, right? So, and CIA just took the drawing of that demon and just made it out into, and gave a fancy name called alien, okay? And that is why they are doing all these fake alien attacks everywhere, all around the world, to prepare the mind of the public for the coming fake alien attack that they are planning to do. Okay, now let's go back to the Ant-Man. Yeah, so basically if jinn and demons are giving all these technologies, and that is what they've given for past 100 years, and that is why we see so much advancement in science everywhere, but it's coming from witchcraft, because they have to summon these demons via human and animal and our child sacrifices. Then afterwards, after he kills this Lucifer guy in the Ant-Man movie, when he comes back on Earth from the underworld, he comes back on Earth, he just says the last sentence that, I think that guy said that if he does not let him out, then the entire world would get destroyed. So at that point, he's referring to the alien attack will happen, another alien attack will happen, and that will ruin the world. So he meant was, to them, alien attack is nothing but Jesus Christ. So to them, the actual alien who is going to come down on earth to destroy the world is Jesus Christ. And that is why now somebody's honking the horn here when I said that. So they want to have the united, even in 1970s movie, it was a Christian movie I was watching, and they already had one world order agenda going on. I wasn't even born back then. And they had this unite kind of, the name of the company was like unite, and they were working to unite everybody. So it's the same thing, right? Biden also talks about unity. Why? It's the same concept. They want to unite entire world into one world religion, one world government, and prepare this human army to fight against the angels and Jesus Christ who will come down on earth, right? And somehow they are so confident that they will win, or the Lucifer will win against God. And then Lucifer and all these people, the Satanist people will rule the earth for God knows 1,000 years, 2,000, I don't know, whatever. So that much they are so confident about them. Okay, but anyways, I just wanted to show that how they have tortured me for so many. This is not a normal. This is the new type of targeting that has started, along with my shooting needle pain in my abdomen and my rectum. All these are the new type of targeting that they have started ever since, I would say, October, November of 2022. And obviously, a lot of the electric shock that they give on the right side of my head, that is going on for past 1-2 years now. But they didn't do all this I never got any electric shock. All these are like new thing. These people have started on with me, The sexual seduction started in March 2022. Until then, there was nothing. I had never experienced any of that. I had no clue what the heck was that. They used to give me zap in my vagina, but they never gave me actual sexual seduction or astral sex or anything. All these are new things to me. They have been giving me virtual reality dream for now since 2014-15 onwards, so that has never stopped. So they have ruined all my nights since then. What else they have been giving? These cuts. They have again started to give me cuts on my hands. They have blocked my jaw. They have given burns on my cheek. They have been giving burns on my cheek ever since this 2022 onwards, or recent, I would say. I think in October, November only they started to give me burns. All these are like new type of targeting they have started with me. Although is it helping, or is it really I'm giving myself into their dictation, or how they even portray obey. Even in 1970s movie, this Christian movie I was watching, the very first word was written was obey. Okay, so these Illuminati people want me to obey. Oh, you don't use lemon juice, you don't use this, you don't cook that, you don't cook this. Okay, is it really working? That is, at the end, is it really working? All their BS dictation, is it working? No, it's not working. Okay, so while they made so much issue about that towel, the stains, or what other issue they made? They make for the radish, the cilantro, the tomatoes, and God knows what all issue, the pastas and noodles, and they want to make issue about everything, right? But if I stop, because if I stop cooking or using any of this, it means we're gonna go hungry, like me and my hubby, because what am I to cook? They want to make issue about all these little things. Why you brought this? Oh, you did not wash this properly. Now we're gonna put cockroach there. Oh, you fried the falafel. Now we're gonna make so much issue. We're gonna put cockroach there. Then we're gonna give you zap. Then we're gonna have raving of the engine. Then we're gonna shooting rectum pain in your, shooting needle pain in your rectum. We're gonna just keep going on and on and on for that. Then we're gonna have ambulance sirens. Then we're gonna send you email about the health thing, because just for that one thing we want to make so much issue. Okay. And when I went to other people's house, I literally noticed people would just take the spoon from the sink and they will just use without even washing it. Oh, the sink is nice, there's nothing wrong in the sink, and nothing will happen to these people. Okay, literally, like I've seen all kind of stuff where people do not even wash their hands when they enter the kitchen. Okay, so yeah, this is how they do all these witchcraft